Hello, everyone. This is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com. That's my website where you can go to find more information about Forex trading. So here we are with another weekly analysis. This is where we have a look at the upcoming fundamental news, the high impact news that will affect the movement of currencies and commodities. And I will also share my trade setups with you. But remember, these are the trades that I will be taking. This is my perspective on how I see the markets moving. I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades. This is not financial advice. It's up to you to manage your own account and use good risk management. So let's jump in and get started. As always, looking at forexfactory.com to give us an idea of the fundamental high impact news items that will be coming out for this upcoming week. And we do have again a full page, although not very much data coming out for the US economy. A little bit on Monday, and then again the main one, which we have every week, is on Thursday. That's the unemployment claims, which can be a big mover for gold and the US dollar pairs. And then on Thursday and Friday, we also have quite a bit of news on the euro and the pound. So these times you see here on the chart, as I always tell you, are Asian times if you live in Laos, Vietnam, or Thailand, or Malaysia, or Singapore, or Cambodia. So be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. Okay, so first of all, on the Euro US, it was 206 pip profit. And oftentimes we have to wait until Wednesday or Thursday, even Friday, before the pending order will execute and the order will open. But this one happened on Monday, and the order opened on Monday and it went straight up. It just blasted off until the US session on Friday, when it started to fall back down and make a correction. But a total of 206 pips on the Euro US from the analysis last week. Unfortunately, the odd US, the stop loss was hit. We had a sell limit on that one, and it did execute, but then continued up rather than down. So that one hit the stop loss. The New Zealand US was a good one. All right, that opened the pending order and for a profit on Thursday of 67 pips. Then the pound US was a good one also, but opened on Monday and then was only good for one candle. Okay, it was a sell limit, which opened about midday on Monday. The 1 4-hour candle went down, and that was it. So if you'd have closed that before it started to reverse and correct, then you got 80 pips on that one. And then the USD CAD also opened the pending order, the buy limit executed, and that one also was only good for one candle. But if you were watching that and closed it before it started to turn around and go the wrong direction, you could have got 57 pips on that. Now there's different ways that you can monitor these. Sometimes they don't last very long. If you can get 40, 50, 60 pips on a trade, you're doing great. All right, don't try to hang on to a trade till you get 1,000 pips. That's insane. That's crazy. All right, if you get 40, 50, 60 pips on a trade, that's excellent. So the way you can do that is once it starts moving into profit, after it moves, say, maybe 20 or 30 pips, then move your stop loss above break even. If it does turn around and reverse, at least you'll get out with something rather than having a loss. Or when you see it move into profit, the other option would be to use a trailing stop. This is an analysis that I posted on TradingView earlier today, just looking at the monthly chart on gold. And you'll notice that it appears we have pretty much a triple top. The first top was back in 2020, almost 2.5 years ago. And then the second top was last year. And now we're look to be forming the third top of a triple top on the monthly chart. And what that could mean for us is that we have, at least for the short term, reached a high and are going to see a correction coming. And that could be very, very likely if you consider the fact that typically May is a risk-off month, which means that we're going to see a pullback, a correction, some profit taking on gold, and it could start to drop. Now, this third top that we have only has a short pin bar, but we've still got 2 weeks to go in April. So we could have an extended pin bar on that if gold continues down for the rest of this month, and it would be very similar to the second top that we had and even the first top. Okay, so to keep that in mind, in other words, what I'm saying is not prudent to buy at these high prices. Be cautious, be careful. It's likely that we have set a high, at least for this short-term period in this first quarter of the year. All right, for the trade setups that I have for this upcoming week, gold on the day chart is bullish. And as you can see very easily, very clearly on the 4-hour chart, what happened on Friday was a drop of gold 550 pips. And so that has turned gold neutral on the 4-hour chart. So I have no trade set up. I'm being cautious, just going to watch, wait, and see if gold continues to drop the way it did on Friday. Sometimes gold can fall very hard. 550 pips in one day is a big drop. And that's what gold does sometimes. So be cautious. I'm certainly not in a buying mood, all right, at these high prices that we have seen. As I just mentioned to you, we have possibly put in a top for this part of the year. So I do expect with May being a risk-off month that we could likely see further pullback on gold. For the Euro US, I do have a buy limit at 1.0935. 1.0935. For the odd US, I have a buy limit, and actually you can either place the pending order or do both. You can buy on market open because it's so close to the price that I have there for the pending order, 0.6690, or just go ahead and buy when the market opens in the morning on Monday morning. New Zealand US is neutral, no trade, and if you follow me, you know what I mean by neutral. Okay, just sit back and wait. Okay, there's plenty of other things you can trade. Don't be greedy. You don't have to trade every pair. You don't even have to trade every day. If I get a neutral indication on a currency pair, for me that's no trade. The pound US, I have a buy limit on that with the entry price at 1.2370, and then for the USD CAD, a sell limit, okay, with the entry price at 1.3375. Yes, I'm squinting just a little bit because the slides that I'm showing you, the print is a little bit small, but I think that you can see those and take screenshots and use those for your pending orders. And then finally, the pound New Zealand, I have a buy limit 1.9845. Okay, this has been on an uptrend for quite some time. As you can see, it's bouncing off of that trend line, and it's very, very likely to come down and bounce off of that trend line again. And that's around about very close to 1.9845, where you can take a buy limit. And then to finish off, that's all that I have for my trade setups, guys. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, about 80 to 90% of my trades are robot trades, EA, Expert Advisor. And some of you have indicated an interest in learning robot trading. I do have a website for that. It's prosperityrisingea.com, and I do teach robot courses. So just go to that website to find out more information about how to learn about robot trading. Okay, thanks again for being here for this weekly analysis. Any comments or questions or inquiries, leave them below this video and I will get back to you. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great week of trading, and I'll see you again next week.